Welcome, everybody, to an Afterthoughts mini episode. Afterthoughts is a podcast where we usually rewatch a movie, compare our first and second impressions, and discuss a related topic. But this is a mini episode where we're just going to talk about one thing for a couple minutes, and that's that. You can check out the other 4 mini episodes on YouTube. This one is coming to you in your feed wherever you listen to podcasts as a little extra. And we hope you check out the other episodes on YouTube. Check out the full video, animated and everything. This will also have an animated video accompaniment. If you're watching it on YouTube, you already know that. So there you go.
There you go.
My name is Joshua Kazemi, and I'm here with my co-host, Coleman Taylor.
That's me.
All right, today we're talking, in honor of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, we're going to talk about our favorite MCU movies and our least favorite MCU movies. Should we do favorites first or least favorites first?
Let's do least favorites. Let's go least favorites.
Okay, least favorites. I don't know what mine is. Why don't you go first?
I don't know, because there's kind of a tie. I mean, I feel like Hulk is just in there.
Yep.
Not because Hulk's a terrible movie, but just because it's not as good as the others.
Yeah.
And the fact that they switched Edward Norton. I wonder how I would feel if the character stayed the same and they kept going with this, with making Hulk movies and Hulk sequels. But since there isn't, it kind of, I don't think it's any fault of the movie itself, but it just lacks in my mind. It falls behind the rest. First of all, because I've only seen it once and it's been so long. Second of all, just because it's still not the best. It's not the best movie overall. It's not a bad movie, but not the best Marvel. And the fact that it's now, I don't want to go back and watch this Hulk movie now that we have someone else playing Hulk. It would just kind of seem weird. So I'll keep thinking if you've got an answer now and if I have another one, but I feel like Hulk is just in there, period.
I feel like there's another answer that you're not saying. But I'll say something and then you can maybe come back to it.
Okay.
I would agree with everything that you said about The Incredible Hulk. It's probably The Incredible Hulk, but Iron Man 2, I don't know. Iron Man 2 is not very good. I still enjoy it, though, because it's got great characters. Robert Downey Jr. is still in it, and he's still, at this point, he's still pretty much the backbone of the MCU, and it's fun to watch him. And I sort of watch it knowing that it's not great and feeling more of it being like, it's like a bad episode of a TV show that I like, but it's just not a great episode.
And it's still got Sam Rockwell in it, who is fantastic still, even though the movie itself isn't great. Yeah,
he's fun. He's really fun to watch. I really hope he comes back in some way. Yeah. That would be great. He was great. Good point.
Yeah.
So say which movie you really hate. Which MCU movie do you really not like? So to get the obligatory answer out of the way, just say it. I know you want to.
Which one?
It's either Winter Soldier or Civil War.
I mean, yeah, but they're still, I don't know, because the thing is, they're not like Hulk. I really thinking about it even now, I think Hulk is my least favorite. Just overall, it's way down there. Because Captain America isn't bad in and of itself. It's more of where it fits in the franchise overall. I think it should be at a different point and be doing different things than what it's doing, where it's at. If both Civil War and Winter Soldier were earlier on, I think they might have been better. Because the fact that we have Nick Fury die but not die in Winter Soldier, and that S.H.I.E.L.D. is betrayed, turns out Hydra has been infiltrating them this entire time, but no one we actually care about was in Hydra. It just didn't feel impactful at all. And so that would have been fine for first, because we're still getting to know those characters in the first phase, so that would have been fine if none of the characters I just met weren't in Hydra. That's fine. But the fact that I've known these characters for so long now, and then none of them are in Hydra, I don't really care that much. And then Civil War, we've already talked extensively about.
For an hour.
And again, though, the things I don't like about it are where it is in the franchise. The fact that we're so far. But this Civil War is kind of just like a squabble. It's like nothing.
It is like a squabble.
And it could have, again, phase 1, perfect. Well, no, not. Phase 2.
Early
perfect.
phase 2.
Yes, perfect. But the fact that we're so far and they just have this little... They've had quarrels like this before. They just actually fought over it this time in an airport. And that's really the only difference.
But it was amazing.
It's so very... The action is awesome.
Yeah.
To see them all together again and all the humor is there. So it's still a great movie. It's just of where it's at. While the whole... I think The Incredible Hulk legitimately is not one of the best movies. And...
No.
I don't want to watch it again because...
I've seen it recently. It's not as fun to rewatch like the other MCU movies always are. Mm-hmm. I think those are valid criticisms of Winter Soldier and Civil War. Mm-hmm. But like I said in the Civil War episode, I still think both are great, enjoyable movies. Yeah. Even with those criticisms.
Because I agree. They are enjoyable movies. It's just like, I think they could have been better. Mm-hmm. So that's why they're not my least favorite. And there still might even be I would say some of the Iron Mans are still lower than them. Specifically 2. Yes.
All right, let's shift gears to favorites.
Let's do it.
My favorite. Okay, so I feel like MCU quote unquote purists will always say that Iron Man is their favorite one, and I think that's valid. But I also think Iron Man is fantastic, really great movie. Obviously, the reason that we're still here enjoying Marvel movies. But I think that's partly why it's so high on people's lists, because it was the first. Because it was the first and it was great. So if I sort of set that aside and say that they all came out at the exact same time and I just look at them as pieces of film, I think The Avengers is always going to be my favorite MCU movie. Unless Infinity War is unless it blows my mind, which it absolutely could. But I just love that first Avengers movie so much. It's everything that I wanted it to be. It met every one of my expectations. It's so good. It's so solid.
Did you love stealing all my character masks and going to watch it without me? 'Cause that's what I loved about that movie.
It's not my fault. I had to see it. And you had masks.
So I did take them, and I did go watch it.
Coleman was busy that night. I had to see it. He happened to have 3 masks of the Hulk, Captain America, and Iron Man, right?
Yes, I think so.
So I nabbed them while he was busy, and I watched them with a big group of friends.
Yep. Still bitter. Hashtag still bitter.
Yeah.
Man. Well, yes. I would say I'll go with a different answer just because you picked Avengers. But Avengers is my favorite too. Just because it's the culmination of it all. And they pulled it off perfectly. I agree Iron Man is an amazing movie, but it's still just Robert Downey Jr. And while he's amazing and he does great and he pulls this franchise pretty much from the depths, I would still say the fact that you can get all these actors together and put them and make a cohesive movie that has great conflict between the characters and a great plot and great action, humor. Oh, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. It really is a great movie.
Let's just watch it right now.
Even if it's kind of just generic, like, oh, it's a superhero movie, I still think it's fantastic. Really but since you picked that, I will go with Guardians of the Galaxy for pretty much the same reasons. Amazing. The fact that we don't have these characters beforehand like we do for Avengers, the fact that you just have these 5 characters thrown together in this movie, they come together so well. I would say just as good as the Avengers. Yeah. The humor's there, the way they're all pulled together, fantastic.
It's really good.
I still haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2 at this point, so I'm curious to see what I'll think. But for now, Guardians of the Galaxy, it's pretty much tied with Avengers, honestly. I love both of those movies, and that's why I'm real curious to see what Infinity Wars will be like, because they'll both be in it. So
it's gonna be so fun.
I really hope they can pull that off, these 2 teams coming together. Mm-hmm. But, yeah.
All right, well, those are our least favorite and favorite MCU movies. Thanks for checking out this mini episode. Don't forget to check out the rest on YouTube if you're not already watching on YouTube. And check out the regular show. We'll be back at some point talking about Pirates and or Alien, depending on when I put this out. I don't know. But check out both of those and see what you think. Yep. Leave us a review on iTunes, thumbs up on YouTube, leave us a comment, tweet at us. All that stuff, information is going to be in the description for you to check out and for you to be part of the show. Tweet at us and we'll read your tweet on the air. That'd be great. Or your YouTube comment, whatever. Just say something at us and we'll read it.
We'll read it.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you soon.
See y'all.